Welcome all of you. Good morning. Uh, in last lecture, uh, we have studied about uh, basic difference between electrical and electronic engineering. Then we started from first unit, that is passive component and active component. So passive components means what? The electronic components which are not capable of amplifying or processing an electrical signal, that is called as passive components. Means passive component are not capable of amplifying or processing electrical signal. So for a passive component, we require external power supply. That is, we will use battery for their external operation. Then example of passive components are that we will study in detail. That is resistor, capacitor, and inductor. Uh, so these components we will study in detail. In previous lecture, I shown you this is register, that is fixed type register. Then this component is capacitor. Capacitor, that is there are different types of capacitor available in market. That is mica, electrolytic capacitor, ceramic capacitor, capacitor, glass capacitor. The next component, passive component, is inductor. Inductor, that is, this is magnetic coil which is wound on core. So this component we will study in detail. Then next we have studied, that is active component. Active component is what? The component which are capable of amplifying or of processing electrical signals, that are called as active component. So the example of active component are transistor, logic gates, then MOSFET, amplifier, logic gates. These examples we will study in detail. Then in last lecture, I explained you comparison between active and passive component. Active component is what? They deliver power or energy to the circuit. And passive component is what? They utilizes power or energy in the circuit. Here the important word is active component delivers power or energy in the circuit, whereas in passive component it utilizes power or energy in the circuit, that called as passive component. Then now I told application of active component, that is diode, transistor, SCR, integrated circuit, that is IC. These are example of active component. Then passive component are of three types: resistor, capacitor, inductor. These three components are passive component. Then function of active component. Main function of active component is they can produce energy in the form of voltage and current. This active component are capable of amplifying, so they can produces energy in the form of voltage or current in the circuit. But passive components cannot process or amplify themselves. So these devices store energy in the form of voltage or current. Means passive component only store energy in the form of voltage and current. Then power gain. Power gain is what? These active components are capable of these active components are capable of amplifying or processing signal, so they can also capable of providing power gain in the circuit. But as compared to passive component are incapable of providing power gain in the circuit. Then next comparison we studied, that is active component produces energy in the circuit, so they can control the flow of current in the circuit. Then passive component means what? They only store energy in the form of voltage or current, so they cannot control the flow of current. These are passive components. Then next I explain circuit components used in any electronic circuit. I mentioned here one example, that is robotics. Suppose in robotic application we use active component, passive component, then semiconductor devices. In active component, we will study voltage source and current source. Then in passive component, we will study resistor, capacitor, and inductor. Then in semiconductor devices, we will study diode, transistor. These components we will study. Then we will start from our first passive component, that is register. So there are different types of register available in market. In that there is two types of register. First is fixed register and second is variable register. Fixed register also are of different types. I mentioned here different types of fixed register, different types of variable register. Fixed register means what? There are different types. First type written here, that is carbon composition register. Second type is film register. Third type is wire wound register, and fourth is resistance wire. These are fixed register that we will study in detail with their circuit diagram. Then variable register. Variable register means what? There are different types of variable register which can vary their resistances. In that we will study rheostat, potentiometer, thermistor, humistor, varistor, and a phototransistor. Then next, first we will study fixed register. Fixed register means what? This is a register uh, which available in market, or you can observe in any electronic circuit. These are fixed register. That is, here different colors are printed on this resistance. From this color coding, we will calculate value of resistance. So we will also calculate how to calculate resistance value from this color code. That we will study from color coding chart. Uh, that is register. This is register, that is two terminal device. This is symbol of resistance. Here we can draw resistance like this. It has two terminals. These are two terminals in actual. Here this is first terminal and here is second terminal, that is two terminal device. Then the function of register. Register, I told you, that is register is a passive component that limits the electric current flowing in the circuit. That is called as register. तर रेजिस्टर काय करतो, सर्किट मधला करंट लिमिटिंग पर्पज साठी तुम्ही सर्किट मध्ये काय करता, रेजिस्टन्स कॉम्पोनंट जो आहे तो कनेक्ट करता. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज रेजिस्टर. तर मेन फंक्शन काय रेजिस्टन्सचं, तुमचा रेजिस्टर फिक्स्ड रेजिस्टर असेल किंवा व्हेरिएबल रेजिस्टर असेल तर फंक्शन जे आहे सेम, की सर्किट मधला करंट जो आहे, इलेक्ट्रिकल करंट जो आहे तो लिमिट करण्यासाठी तुम्ही सर्किट मध्ये काय करता, रेजिस्टन्स जो आहे तो कनेक्ट करता. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज रेजिस्टन्स कॉम्पोनंट. देन व्हेरिएबल रेजिस्टर. हियर दिस इज what is shown here. This is variable register. This type of pot you observed in your home in fan regulator. So the function of regulator, all of you know, that you can you vary your fan regulator in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. When you are varying your regulator in clockwise direction, that time your fan speed is increases. When you are varying your variable register, that is fan regulator in anti-clockwise direction, that time your fan speed is decreased. That is the function of variable register. Here variable register, this shaft you can vary in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. This you can when you vary the shaft in clockwise direction, that time your resistance is increases. When you will vary the shaft in anti-clockwise direction, that time your resistance is decreases. That is variable register which has three terminals. This is first, second, third. This middle terminal is common terminal which is connected to ground, and these remaining 2 points are used to connect in circuit. Then this is symbol of register. Same as fixed register, only here arrow is shown. This arrow means what? You can vary resistance in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. That is variable register. So these are various types of variable register I shown here on screen. which are available in market, that is variable resistor. Then next point is unit and symbol of resistance. So the unit of resistance, we measure resistance in ohm. The unit of resistance is ohm. Here symbol I represented here, that is unit of resistance. Uh, Also, while solving examples, we will convert, that is milli ohm resistance, kilo ohm resistance, or mega ohm resistance into ohm. Before that, we know what is milli ohm, what is kilo ohm, what is mega ohm. So 1 milli ohm is what? 10 raised to minus 3 ohm. Then 1 kilo ohm. 1 kilo ohm is what? 10 raised to 3 ohm. Then mega ohm. Mega ohm is what? 10 raised to 6 ohm. These symbols are same for fixed register and same for variable register. So we have to remember that 1 milli ohm is 10 raised to minus 3 ohm, 1 kilo ohm is 10 raised to 3 ohm, and 1 mega ohm is 10 raised to 6 ohm. That is unit and symbol of resistor. Then we will study resistance specifications. There are different specification of resistance. Uh, Here, all resistance will have fixed type register or variable type register that have main three specifications that are to be considered. They are resistance value, tolerance, and power rating. तर आपण ज्यावेळी मार्केटमध्ये रेजिस्टन्स परचेस करायला जातो त्यावेळी आपल्याला तीन रेजिस्टन्सेस जे आहेत, तीन स्पेसिफिकेशन जे आहेत ते इम्पॉर्टंट असतात. तर फर्स्ट स्पेसिफिकेशन जे आहे रेजिस्टन्स व्हॅल्यू, सेकंड स्पेसिफिकेशन जे आहे टॉलरन्स, आणि थर्ड स्पेसिफिकेशन जे आहे पॉवर रेटिंग. तर आपण याच्यामध्ये स्पेसिफिकेशन जे आहे ते डिटेल मध्ये स्टडी करणार आहे. तर याच्यामध्ये फर्स्ट स्पेसिफिकेशन जे आहे रेजिस्टन्स व्हॅल्यू. तर रेजिस्टन्स व्हॅल्यू इज व्हॉट? इट गिव्स द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ रेजिस्टर आर इन ओहम, की आपण रेजिस्टन्स व्हॅल्यू जी आहे कॅपिटल आर ने रिप्रेझेंट करतो. रेजिस्टन्सचं युनिट आता तुम्हाला सांगितलं, तर रेजिस्टन्सचं युनिट जे आहे दॅट इज ओहम. नंतर इट्स व्हॅल्यू इज आयदर प्रिंटेड और कलर कोडेड ओव्हर द बॉडी डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टाइप ऑफ रेजिस्टर. तर मार्केटमध्ये तुमचे डायरेक्टली व्हॅल्यू प्रिंटेड रेजिस्टर अवेलेबल असतात किंवा कलर कोडचे रेजिस्टर जे आहे ते आपण कलर कोडिंग चार्ट वरून स्टडी करणार आहे. तर अवेलेबल असतात. That registers ranging from 1 ohm to many mega ohm. तर मिनिमम 1 मेगा ओम पासून मेनी मेगा ओम पर्यंत तुम्ही काय मार्केटमध्ये कोणत्याही व्हॅल्यूचा रेजिस्टन्स जो आहे तो परचेस करू शकता. That is resistance value. Then second specification is tolerance. The tolerance is what? It gives the variation of resistance value from the indicated value, that is called as tolerance. तर टॉलरन्स काय असतं की तुमची ऍक्च्युअल इंडिकेटेड जी व्हॅल्यू असेल की त्याच्यामध्ये काय येतं की तुमचा प्लस मायनस डिफरन्स येतो. की सपोज तुमचं सर्किटमध्ये 5 व्होल्ट असेल सप्लाय, तर तुम्ही ऍक्युरेट तुमचा 5 व्होल्ट प्रोव्हाइड केलेला आहे. तर ज्यावेळी तुम्ही ऍक्च्युअली सर्किटमध्ये व्होल्टेज करंट पॅरामीटर पास करणार आहे त्यावेळी तुम्हाला काय काही वेळा करंट जो आहे 5 पेक्षा जास्त किंवा करंट 5 पेक्षा कमी मिळणार आहे. तर ज्यावेळी जास्त मिळणार आहे त्यात टाइम करंट जे आहे ते आपण प्लस मायनस पर्सेंटेजने इंडिकेट करणार आहे. तर सेम की ज्यावेळी सर्किटमध्ये तुम्ही रेजिस्टन्स पॅरामीटर कनेक्ट करणार आहे की तुमचा रेजिस्टन्सची व्हॅल्यू जी आहे तर त्याच्यामध्ये टॉलरन्स जो आहे तो आपण प्लस मायनस 1% टू प्लस मायनस 20% ने इंडिकेट करणार आहे. दॅट इज टॉलरन्स स्पेसिफिकेशन. It is indicated in percentage, that is ranging from plus minus 1% to plus minus 20%. That is their variation. That is variation of resistance value from their indicated value. That is called as tolerance. Then next specification is power rating. So power rating is what? Power dissipated. Power dissipated power dissipated or amount of power that is converted into heat, light or other form of energy, that is called as power rating, that is expressed in watt. तर power rating जे आपण वॅट मध्ये एक्सप्रेस करणार आहे. इन जनरली ही पॉवर जी आहे ती तुम्ही सर्किट मध्ये इक्वेशन जे आहे P इज इक्वल टू I स्क्वेअर R ने रिप्रेझेंट करणार आहे. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज पॉवर रेटिंग. तर पॉवर रेटिंगचं युनिट जे आहे वॅट, की तुम्ही वॅट मध्ये काय करणार आहे, पॉवर जी आहे ती मेजर करणार आहे. द नेक्स्ट स्पेसिफिकेशन इज टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ रेजिस्टन्स. सो temperature coefficient of resistance is what? It gives the variation of resistance with a change in temperature. That is called as temperature coefficient of resistance. ज्यावेळी सर्किट मध्ये तुमचं टेम्परेचर चेंज होणार आहे त्यावेळी तुमच्या रेजिस्टन्स मध्ये व्हॅरिएशन जनरेट होणार आहे. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ रेजिस्टन्स. दॅट इज रेफरन्स टू रेजिस्टन्स ॲट 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस. तर टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट जो आहे रेफरन्स व्हॅल्यू जी आहे ती तुमची 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस आहे. Then next specification is voltage coefficient. The voltage coefficient is what? It is measured as change of the resistance of the resistor with change in applied voltage. ज्यावेळी तुमची रेजिस्टन्सची व्हॅल्यू अप्लाइड व्होल्टेज चेंज होणार आहे त्यावेळी रेजिस्टरचं काय होणार आहे, रेजिस्टन्स जो आहे तो चेंज होणार आहे. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज voltage coefficient. The next specification is high frequency performance. High frequency performance is what? In any circuit, you will connect different components such as resistor, capacitor, inductor. That time your frequency parameter should be high. That is high frequency performance in the circuit. Then next parameter is noise figure. नॉइज फिगर मीन्स व्हॉट? की सर्किट मध्ये तुमचं काय होतं की ज्यावेळी फ्लक्च्युएशन जनरेट होतात, की फ्लक्च्युएशन मीन्स व्हॉट? की सर्किट मध्ये तुमचा करंट किंवा व्होल्टेज पॅरामीटर जास्त किंवा कमी झालं तर तुमचं काय होतं, फ्लक्च्युएट होतात सर्किट. तर दॅट इज व्हेन डीसी करंट इज पास थ्रू रेजिस्टर, that is R, the voltage drop across the resistor is not only IDS R, but it is superimposed by fluctuation called as noise. So noise means what? When your unwanted signal is generated in your actual signal, that is called as noise figure. And this noise figure, that is noise in resistance, are of two types. That is first type I mentioned here, thermal edging noise, and second is current noise. So thermal edging noise and current edging noise means what? When you will provide excessive amount of power or current or voltage parameter in circuit, that time your noise figure parameter affect on your components. The next specification is stability. So stability means what? When you will test any component, that time your circuit or that component should be more stable. So while we are testing register, that is register under test, that time it is said to be more stable. So while testing register component, it should be more stable. That is important specification. So initially we will study carbon film, metal film, wire wound resistor are more stable than carbon composition resistor. तर आपण वेगवेगळ्या टाईपचे फिक्स रेजिस्टर स्टडी करणार आहे. तर त्याच्यामध्ये स्टॅबिलिटी जी आहे, कार्बन कंपोजिशन रेजिस्टर जो आहे त्याची स्टॅबिलिटी जी आहे ती जास्त चांगली असते ऍज कम्पेअर्ड टू की आपण कार्बन फिल्म, मेटल फिल्म, वायर माउंट रेजिस्टर स्टडी करणार आहे. दॅट इज स्टॅबिलिटी शुड बी मोर स्टेबल. देन नेक्स्ट स्पेसिफिकेशन इज साइज, शेप अँड लीड्स. सो in figure of register, suppose here is register, I told sizes, it is available in small size, also it is available in big size, that is available in different size. Then shape means what? It is available in rod shape, disc shape or washer shape, that is different types of shape. Then also it is available in different types such as axial, radial or lug, that are different shapes. Then terminals, or a leads. Leads is also called as terminal. So the register component has two leads as shown in figure here. This is first lead and here is second lead. Then the selection of particular type of register depends on the requirement. So these are a specification of register. While we are selecting any component, suppose I explained first component register, same specification we will study for capacitor, then for inductor. So for register, there are different values, that is resistance value. These are specification. First resistance value, second tolerance, third power rating, then temperature coefficient of resistor, next is voltage coefficient, then high frequency performance. Next specification we have studied, that is noise figure, that is unwanted signal or a fluctuation generated in the circuit. Then next parameter or specification is stability. Stability means when you test component, that time it should be more stable. Then size, shape and leads means register component available in different size, that is small size as well as in big size. Then shape means what, it is available in rod shape, disc shape and washer shape with different types of axial, radial or lug of leads or a terminal. That is specification of register. So we will stop here our lecture. If you have any queries, then comment in chat box. So you can leave meeting and join next lecture.